just sit here and look at them for a minute. I can feel good. Of course, you can look back at them. I have a list of questions for you that I will ask you individually. We'll have you stand up and talk. And there's not too many embarrassing ones. And the way I decided to do this was just, we had a list of the possible graduates to come this morning. And I don't think they're not in alphabetical order, and I'm just going to call for the kids as it's on the list here. That way we won't be giving anyone preference. So, Christine Williams, you're first. If you would stand up, please. Christine, I don't tell anything about you because I let you tell it all. So I'm going to ask you to introduce your parents and brothers and sisters or whoever you might have.
I have with me today my mom, Janice.
Mom, stand up. Please. Yes.
My dad, Steve. My sister, Sam. Grandpa.
Bob.
Grandpa Bob, better known as VW.
And then have my cousin Chase, Uncle Gary,
Okay.
cousin Cole, Aunt Kathy, and Aunt Dana.
Wonderful. Okay. And Gene Miller has done this for years, and we all know Gene's had some surgery in the hospital, so we want you to remember him. But I have a few of my questions of my own here. So, real quickly, your future plans.
I will be going to DMAC this fall in Ankeny. I'll be going to DMAC in Ankeny this fall and taking general classes to transfer to Iowa State for business marketing.
Okay. Favorite class?
My favorite class was either Spanish with Senora Sandoval or Workplace Readiness with Mr. Klopfenstein.
These are general questions. Favorite teacher?
Mr. Klopfenstein.
Okay. This is one I thought might trip them up just a little bit. Who's your favorite grade school teacher? Think on this.
My kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Leafy.
Okay. Favorite memory?
I'd have to say going to the Dome with the football team, going to the playoffs, and just football in general, and team suppers is kind of a big part of that.
Okay. I've got one more question, and then we'll open it up if anybody here wants to ask a question. Your most embarrassing moment in high school?
Well, this kind of involves football. It was in October, my junior year. I was running to go fetch Coach's clipboard, and there's a hole. And I completely face planted into the ground in front of the football team. And it's just very cool.
We'll open it up. Does anyone have questions? Good if you do, good if you don't. There, Dad.
Do you love me or your mom better?
Which day?
Yeah, which day? Okay, thank you, Christy. Joni Irwin's next. And you can do the same with the family.
Okay, with me here today, I have my mom, Tammy, and my dad, David, and then my grandma, Irwin, Ruth, and my sister is home for the weekend but my graduation party is today, so her and her boyfriend are home packing up the car to get ready to go to my graduation party, or they would have been here, so.
Well, it's good you put your sister to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll run through your future plans. Let us know, please.
Next fall, I plan to attend Iowa State University and major in agriculture business.
Favorite class?
My favorite class in high school, and probably the easiest class I have, it's called OJT, which is on-the-job training, and it's with Ms. Dua. and it's where you go work during school, and I work for Ann Williams at Farm Bureau Financial Services. So I get to go there for about an hour and a half a day and work and develop the skills on need in the workforce, and it's kind of nice to get away from school for a while and be free. But so that's.
I have a question completely off the wall. I hear Ann Williams advertised on the radio.
Yes.
And she tells where her office is. And she says, I ask anybody here, she says, it's next to the north, it's next to the Casey. I have no idea what the Casey is. Do you?
I don't know.
Next to her office.
I don't know. I guess.
Anybody from Washington here?
It used to be a cafe, and it's just about down the street from
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant.
And?
Yeah.
Okay. You still pass it.
It's across from the Frontier and the liquor store.
Oh,
They just remodeled it.
It used to be a gas station.
She's in the gas station. Yeah, she does. The building she's talking to just got remodeled. It's next.
Yeah, she's
To the
moving
south.
next door.
I've never heard of the Casey building, apparently nobody else really.
My favorite teacher is Ms. Dua, Shelley Dua. The reason why she's my favorite teacher is because she helped me through a lot of things in high school, like my planning of my schedule and classes, and she always made sure that my schedule worked out the way I wanted it to. She had a little in with guidance and stuff, so she'd help me with that, and also she helped me to develop myself, my resume, and my skills as a person. She pushed me to do things outside my box and made me help me become the person I am today.
Grade school?
My favorite grade school teacher was Mr. Jensen, and he passed away when I was in 6th grade, I think. And he just made learning a fun and enjoyable experience, and it's included like telling stories in like different voices. They're called Fred and Earl stories, and he just made learning very fun, and he was very close with us kids, and it was very sad when he passed away, but he's definitely my favorite. I'm gonna kind of do two. My favorite sports memory, obviously last year we qualified for state and in softball, and it was just a really fun experience. We went to Fort Dodge and played up there and stayed in the Iowa Central dorms, and got to spend a lot of time together as a team, which can be a good and a little bit of a bad thing. By the end of the week, we were definitely ready to be apart from each other. But all the girls in small space like that sometimes. But it was just fun because it showed all of our hard work and dedication paid off, and it was a very enjoyable experience. And my favorite friends school memory was this past year at homecoming. It was on Wednesday night of homecoming week, and we were supposed to be practicing powder puff, but our class has never been the best at powder puff. In fact, we were 0-3. We never won a game, but we decided that instead of practicing that we would go have our own little fun. So we went to the sophomore. We found out through the grapevine where they were practicing, and so we went there with water balloons, flour, car paint, and all this different stuff. And we pulled up to, they were practicing in this pasture. We pulled in and walked the driveway and kind of ambushed them, and they were scared. They were very scared. And we didn't do anything really damaging to their cars, but it was just really fun because we were bonding as a class, and it was like an ambush, and we just, at that point, we didn't care about our 5-buck game.
I have an additional question. How'd you do in the powder puff game?
We lost, and it was actually in overtime, and we didn't even practice at all. In fact, the first play, there was 7 people on defense, and so they ran it back for a touchdown, but we lost in overtime to the freshmen, which is really bad. We had a lot of fun.
Well, that might lead us to our most embarrassing.
My most embarrassing moment actually happened in the softball game. We were playing Oskaloosa, and it was actually pretty close. I think the score was 3-2 in the first game of the doubleheader. And before like in between innings, you throw, warm-up grounders. Well, they called balls in, and so everybody was throwing their balls in. And right when she said that, the first baseman threw me one, so I was just gonna finish it out and throw it over to first quick. Well, little did I know that my cleat got caught in the shoelace of my left cleat got caught in my right cleat, so I went to throw it. Well, then my cleat caught in the shoelace and I couldn't, and so I went like this and just fell over onto my butt in front of everybody because everybody was watching me because I was the last one. And so it was very embarrassing, and everybody was giving me a really hard time, and still do to this day, that I fell down in front of everybody. And I always play it off that I just was trying to ease the tension because we were only winning by one, so I was trying to make everybody relax, by having fun. Yeah, we ended up winning, so.
Any questions for Jimmy? Dad, you don't need to ask a question.
Chris's dad better.
I tell you what, you made it a lot of fun for us to listen to radio this summer and this spring. And we've always listened to when you're up to bat. Well, certainly, out of the field.
Yeah, I saw a game, the boys, the baseball team plays the girls in a 3-inning game in Washington, Illinois. And did you have 3 total hits or not? 2 total hits for the girls in that game, and this girl sitting right here had both of them. So she's off to a fine start for the season. Who do we have next? Is there anybody that's 19 today?
By now, you kind of know the script.
I'm Clarissa Rudd, and today I have with me my mom, Nancy, my sister, Chelsea, and my dad, Sanford, and then my aunt and uncle, Annie and Wayne. And then,
Okay, where's my question? Oh, your future plans.
this fall I will be attending Kirkland Community College in Cedar Rapids, and I will be majoring in early childhood education.
What do you want to do?
I want to go on and be a preschool teacher. Preschool teacher.
Okay.
Oh, my favorite class. It would probably have to be foods, because this year my old elementary principal came back and was teaching my foods class, so I got to spend a lot of time with her.
Favorite teacher?
It would have to be Mr. Kaufman, our science teacher. He's hilarious.
Is he good?
He's an awesome teacher,
Okay.
and it's sad because he's retiring this year.
How about your favorite grades?
My favorite grade school teacher would probably have to be Mrs. Cleaver. She always took the time to work with me, and she was always friendly.
Okay, very good. Your special
All 4 years of high school, I was a wrestling manager, and it was always fun because this past year we didn't have any cheerleaders, and it was just me and another manager and a whole bunch of guys in a van every Saturday morning at 6 a.m. And then at wrestling tournaments before, when the boys are weighing in, all the cheerleaders and the managers are laying out on the mats, and then the boys come out after they weigh in, and we'll have the whole place be playing Ninja, and it's really fun. And going to state 3 out of my 4 years of high school.
What did you play?
I was a wrestling manager.
What did you play? What game did you play?
Ninja.
Ninja. Ninja. How many of you here know how to play Ninja? It's a lot of fun, I hear. You're most embarrassing in school.
It involves wrestling too. So managers have to wipe the mats, to disinfect the mats, and we had our Warrior Invitational. And in between the actual wrestling and then finals, because we switch over and just have one mat and then we have a spotlight for finals, the manager has to go out and wipe the mat. Well, I was wiping the mat and I stepped on the piece of tape connecting two of the mats, and it was really slippery, and I slipped and fell on my face in front of the whole crowd and all the wrestlers.
This falling down in front of people. Thank you. Any questions for this young lady?
Dad doesn't have any here either, huh? Okay, okay. Kyle Schultz. Kyle's a computer expert. He fixes all of Jason's mistakes on the computer.
Okay, if you'd introduce who's here, hold it right up. Ice cream done your licking. You'd introduce that crew back there.
Today, I brought my family. Well, I brought my dad, Steve, and I brought my mom, Jewel, and I brought Brock. Yeah, I did.
Yep.
And I brought Isaac, that's my brother.
Okay.
And Ethan came with us too, and he's like my nephew. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, well, then we go through the old questions of what are your future plans after graduation?
Good question. Well, I plan on going somewhere.
Don't have definite college plans?
No, not really.
Okay.
I just want to go somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. Your favorite class in high school?
Oh, my favorite class in high school. That would have to be workplace readiness. I love workplace readiness. We never did it, got anything done.
Chris is shaking her head like she knows what you're talking about. Okay, your favorite teacher in high school?
Oh, probably Mr. Club. He was a pretty chill dude, yeah. That's what I'm going to.
She's been all right, that's good. Grade school teacher. Now, I couldn't do in on that early.
Yeah, so I'm excited to win. It would have to be Mrs. Cleaver, really, because I got in trouble the least in her class.
Okay. Favorite memory of school?
Now, this one is really tough. There's a lot of choices. It would probably be the time where I spent over a week making an awesome PowerPoint for Mrs. Reichenbach. And then she gave me a 4-hour Saturday school for it.
I think some of your classmates know what you're talking about here. There's a lot of giggles up here. Your most embarrassing moment at school?
Probably the receiving of that Saturday school. Like, I didn't get it at the end of class, so like I'm like, yeah, I didn't receive it. I'm like, oh yeah, no punishment, yeah. And then she comes like at the end of school and hands it to me, and I'm like, no.
Okay. I won't let you ask any questions of Kyle. Back to that.
Thank you. And if you need computer help at home, he doesn't have a business, but this guy can tell you how to fix it, I can tell you that. Who we got left? Garrett Skogard.
Yeah. That was in the process. You can better follow that.
And my grandma's, one is visiting from Wyoming today.
Wyoming?
And then my other grandma, and she's not visiting from Wyoming. From
Ainsworth, okay.
And then my Aunt Jenny.
Jenny?
Yep. And she's here.
Alex is here somewhere. My little brother Alex was here somewhere, but I don't know where he is.
Larry, we can't hear him back here.
Oh, well, maybe the mic.
Hello?
Yeah, close.
Be right there.
Boom it, boom it.
Yeah, that's impossible. How's it these guys?
Yeah, get it up. Almost touching.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Your future plans, Garrett.
I am going to Indian Hillsborough Robotics.
We all know what robotics is. We've got an old crowd here. Tell us what robotics is.
I am going to build robots and have potential to work for NASA and build the rovers that go on different missions and Mars and stuff.
There now. I'm glad we heard what robotics was. Very good. Thank you, thank you. Your favorite class?
I would have to say programming because it was tough, but at the same time it was fun. And I got to sit by Kyle, so it was.
Okay. Favorite teacher?
I would have to say Mr. Ferguson.
What
He taught English, but he was always over-exaggerating everything. You could hear him down the hall just yelling in every class, because when he was reading a poem or something, it was just hilarious.
Okay, okay. Grade school teacher, do you remember any of those?
Yeah. I actually moved here from Kimball, Nebraska, so
Okay.
my favorite teacher was Mrs. Flores, mostly because she didn't laugh at me when the whole class did when I fell over backwards in my chair.
Was that the most embarrassing?
No, actually.
Your favorite memory of school from day one till good?
I'd be with Chris and playing in the youth film. That was spectacular.
Yep, that's a special time. Now let's hear the most embarrassing.
Well, it was, I think, my junior year in football. It had rained the previous day. I was running, and the coach was right in front of me, and the guy I was supposed to tackle was right in front of me. He jukes left, I fall down right. Slick, get up, slip again. Coach just laughed.
Okay.
It was not fun.
And we all got to witness this.
I thought there was something in the kitchen going on, but, can you hear that?
The drums.
Little
I thought the coffee pot was going off or something, but it's drumming in the back. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. That takes care of our seniors. Let's give them all a hand. And I would like to ask Stephanie, we all know Stephanie, she is the foreign exchange student staying with Pastor Jason and Tina, and she gave an excellent PowerPoint presentation to our Lions Club this past week. So I know all about her, and I'm not going to ask her all these questions, but I will ask her a couple questions. Tell us about your family.
With me here today is my host mom Tina and my sister Lexi. My family is back home in Switzerland. My dad Peter, my mom Regula, and my brother Fabian.
Okay. And, favorite class now, this year. I'll have to break in. Do you want to tell them quickly what you take when you were home, your class, just your list of classes for one day? Have you both these guys helped out the kids over there?
Not everybody, I think. Actually, I got to take everything. So we have like chemistry, physics, math, French, English, German. We have everything every year. so it sounds really tough, but it's actually not that tough. I'm used to it.
Do you all remember taking French, English, physics, biology, chemistry, all every year? That's fantastic. What's your favorite class over here this year?
I think it was foods.
You guys have food fights or what?
No.
No? Okay.
We got to cook a lot and ate our food, and we had a lot of fun.
Okay.
Our class was fun.
Who's the teacher of that? Oh, okay, we know her. Okay. Your future plans, now that's not college, but you will be staying through June, is that correct?
Yes.
And then we're back home?
I think when I get back home, I have 1 week where I have to go to school, and then we have summer break, and then I have 2 years of school left.
Okay. What your memory of school here this year, rather than anything special that you're going to be home?
I think it was the first day. It was kind of embarrassing to walk into the first class and everybody's just looking at you, and yeah, and then it was amazing too how everybody tried to help me, everybody talked to me, everybody knew my name. And
Did you have any embarrassing moments?
well, my time here was really short and there was nothing really embarrassing.
When you go back to somebody trip her so she can fall down. Okay, thank you. Let's give everything.